So the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League also coming along nicely. Mamelodi Sundowns getting 2 red cards, but still managing to finish the game goalless. And then I saw Ahly there, Percy Tau. He earns $100,000 a month. Ahly can pay big money. Let's talk about that first game. Mamelodi Sundowns going down 2 men, but still managing to hold their own away from home. And with that, a very difficult team to play when they're at home.
Yeah, I think it was a very impressive result. I think you go 2 goals down, 2 men down, and you still get away with a draw. You can count yourself lucky, especially because the first red card was in the first half. But that makes the second leg a lot harder because there's a reason these people were playing in the semi-final in the first place. They are players the coach trusts. So you don't want to be without them for the second leg. It makes it all that more difficult. But I still believe that with the quality they have, it should be a very good game. But if I believe they were at home actually in the first leg. Yeah, they were at home.
No, Sundowns went away.
Sundowns were away.
Yeah, they went away.
Okay, if it's away, then they're in a very good position then. Because if you are now going home, you've been able to get the
goalless draw.
The only downside is there's no away goal to kind of give you a boost because away goals still count in Africa. But I think aside that, it's a very impressive performance. And just talking about the pay and that kind of stuff, it shows why these teams are where they are in the competition. You have to invest. I mean, we saw Percy Tau, a former Premier League player. He's not going to come for small wages. They purchased him
for 1.4 million.
Yeah. The transfer fee, the wages, people are investing in their football. So you have to pay money to reach this stage. And it just shows. And I even left them out on talking about my competition that reaching the business end. This is the business end of the CAF Champions League. So
and it's the same teams all the time.
It's the investment.
Wydad will be there. Ahly will be there. These days, Sundowns are becoming a mainstay.
Ahly have won like 10. They've been to like 15 finals. Like
if they don't go to the finals, they'll fire the coach.
Yeah, actually, if they don't win, they'll fire the coach. That's they are the Real Madrid of Africa, really. When you see it like that, so it's a big deal for them. They come every year with the mentality that they have to win it. We always see Esperance there. Sundowns have also. They had a period where they came, they went down, they're back again.
They look like they are being properly
managed. And it's good to see
now.
the South African teams also show there's some diversity in the continent. It's not just the North African teams. But I'd like to see some more West African teams make some noise. Few East African teams. Not seeing TP Mazembe and the other Congolese.
Most have not been big in a bit. So
but I think that's all down to investment. I think in those countries, that investment, the local game is not where it is. Because if you look at Egypt's economy and South Africa's economy, their economies are a bit more ahead. So there's more money to put
in football. Coach, quick thoughts on even the referee at the center. Daniel Lai was at the center of this game. Showed 2 red cards. Very firm of him to be able to show 2 red cards on such a big stage like that.
Yeah, I watched the entire 90 minutes of the Sundowns with that game. And look, and Nketia, let me admit, the Sundowns team, I think they win the tournament. Because by far they've been the best team of the tournament. Because this is a team that scored over 35 goals in the group stages. And yesterday the commentator they've blown everybody. And yesterday, but for the red card, they would have blown away Wydad at home. Because until the red card, they had 70% possession. And even when they went a man down, the audacity with which they were playing the football was absolutely brilliant. And if you were not aware that they've been shown a red card, and you come and you sit and watch the game, you say, wow, a South African team going to North Africa and looking very composed. Look, truth be told, they reminded me of the Hearts of Oak team of 2000, where home or away, they would go.
It didn't matter.
It never mattered at all. They went and they played their own game. And for me, look, Wydad has got no chance whatsoever in South Africa. The manner in which Sundowns showed that they are indeed a footballing team. Every single player understands the chemistry. And the manner in which they were just controlling. See, if you are playing in the north, something that the Ghanaian team would never survive in recent, or has never survived in recent time. These guys went there, and the noise. But they didn't, look, they were not bothered at all. They could take the ball, pass it, control it with some cheeky ease.
They've reached a certain level.
Of course, if you can afford to pay 3 million euros from a player from Uruguay to come and play for Sundowns, if they are paying the sort of money they are paying, then it is clear that they've got players who are very ready and up to whatever pressure there is to be presented. And they were absolutely brilliant yesterday. On the part of Ahly, I think they've shown again and again and again and again. But when it comes to Champions League, they are indeed the Real Madrid of Africa. Look, Nketa, when I see these things, the only thing that comes to mind, Susu said he wants to see more of the West African teams. I want to see more of
Ghana.
the Ghanaian team,
Yeah.
the Kotoko, the Hasselhoff,
Hasselhoff.
the Diana. It's not about playing to win our league and go there and put up shambolic performances without lifting the flag of Ghana to where it should be. But truth be told, we are 10, 15 years behind this level. Without a doubt.
That is a damning truth.
That is the damning truth. And those in charge of our game are doing practically nothing to realize that we are lacking behind year after year. We are being left behind. The gap is widening. What can we do to close the gap? This weekend on Friday, we had our women's game come to a climax. The final of the women's league in Ghana. How much is given to the owner or to the one who
The
won?
winner.
50,000 Ghana cedis.
That's about $5,000.
That's about 5,000. That is, what is that? And we have the FA people after World Cup sharing $100,000 per management member. And Ketokreku sits there and he thinks that this is the right way to manage Ghana football. It's an eyesore. It's an eyesore. So at the end of the day, is it Apim Dakwa? They won the cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
They will now, in going to Wafu, they will have to go around what? Begging.
Do you remember when Hazakes
ladies,
did all
yeah.
of that? Didn't they reach the final in the
Begging.
end? Or
Yeah.
Look, they
Yeah.
did so well to
They
reach
did
the
so
final.
well.
But they nearly went
They
able
barely
to
had
go.
to. They had to go begging for alms to get a ticket to
Can
get
you
a hotel.
imagine? Can you imagine? You see, if you do these things, some of them will sit back and say, look, it's time to change Ketokreku. Get rid of him. Look, he's not being of any good to our football. Because if the winners of our women's league is given 50,000 Ghana cedis as prize money, goodness me, for heaven's sake, you don't deserve to be in the
That's two air tickets. Let's say they have to go and play Morocco.
Can you
That's
imagine?
2 air tickets. That's it. So
You
maybe
can
maybe you take your goalkeeper and your striker
Yeah.
and hope for the best or something. Like,
If you win the Ghana League, how much do you get? I think close to $30,000 or so. That is a peanut. So our teams, we should look. We
need
should
to-
even
we
put
need
a
to go
stop
there,
to the
bro.
Ghanaian League. Because look,
I
Ghana
said-
win the
I
league,
said it
and they will get knocked out
Yeah.
after the first 2 games. And
They will even struggle to raise funds
fun
to
to
go and
even
compete.
go there.
That's the truth.
To even go there.
They'll struggle to raise funds to compete. But I feel like we are even beginning to sound like a broken record on these things.
but it's painful.
Yeah,
It's very painful.
the football
Look,
needs
if
to
you
be
watch
done.
the quality, look, the standard is just like, that's why of late, when our team, the African team, go to the World Club Champ, they don't go and disgrace themselves. They are able to battle, at least get to the semi-finals, win bronze medal in such competition. We are just a step or 2 away from challenging in the Champions League proper. Because this Sundowns Ahly team, they can have their own against any team in the world.
Well, I'm sure we'll probably see them at a Club World Cup or something of the sort. Let's take our first break here. When we come back, we'll get into Europe. Some interesting action from the Premier League there. Interesting results. We'll talk about Kamal Din and Mohamed Salisu. What's next for them? Are they going to play in the Championship? Are they changing clubs? All that to come on Scorecard. Stay with us.